This week, you will post your suggestions for the classroom context, the website building tool you think the team should use, titles for web pages of interest to parents, and content for the home page. Once you post your suggestions, the team will come to consensus on the grade level and or subject the website will reflect, along with the content of the home page. Resources for these learning outcomes are posted in the guided exercise assignment area. Most importantly, remember to post your individual contribution within the availability time of your group. You chose your group based on the time you had available to study. Honor your group's time. The first individual contribution you will make to the discussion of classroom context is to share with your team the grade level and or subject area of interest to you. It's always helpful to pick a grade level that you have some experience with. Perhaps you were a volunteer in the kindergarten Sunday school class at church. Perhaps you have children of your own and want to explore the kind of information teachers could provide that will be of interest to you as a parent. Take a moment to think about your preferences so that you can prepare a suggestion to your team. Don't submit your post yet. You have a few more suggestions to offer. Because there are so many free tools for building a website, many teachers are creating their own websites to communicate with parents about units of study, classroom events, and educational resources. Using the search skills you learned in Week 1, explore free website building tools. While 3 suggestions appear on this slide, your team is welcome to use any free website building tool that they are comfortable with. Direct instruction will not be provided for a particular website building tool, so feel free to suggest one that you feel is easy to use. Once you've found a website tool you'd like to recommend to the team, explore existing teacher websites for ideas. You will need to suggest titles for 5 web pages on the site you create. As you explore existing teacher websites, notice the web page titles and the types of content on the pages. You will be suggesting content for the web pages each week of the guided exercises. This week, you and your team will build Mrs. Pierce's homepage. The homepage will reflect the team's consensus. The homepage must include a welcome introducing Mrs. Pierce, the grade level, and the subject if Mrs. Pierce is a secondary teacher. The homepage will also include 2 additional pieces of content of your team's choosing. Additional content can include audio, video, animated graphics, text, academic resources, etc. By the way, for the sake of your privacy, all websites will be built for Mrs. Pierce, or if you'd like, Mr. Pierce. Feel free to represent Mrs. or Mr. Pierce through a character of your choice. If you have a reason to build a website that will be seen by parents of a real class, let me know, and we can modify this criteria to meet your real-world need. Otherwise, the site you build will contribute ideas to teachers with internet access creating their own website. Before you submit your responses to this week's guided exercises, review the assignment rubric for online collaboration to ensure that you earn the highest points possible for your contributions. Make sure your responses contain all the items in the exemplary column. If you work on the guided exercises each week, there will be only minor edits to make as the due date approaches. The items added to the website do not have to be completely built or finished this week. There will be time allotted during week 7 to finish building the website. Here's a recap of the criteria for your individual post. Grade level and subject area if a secondary grade level is selected, a website building tool, titles for 5 web pages, and 2 pieces of additional content. I'll be keeping a watchful eye on your team's interactions. Should you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to let me know.